Hey everybody, welcome to Off Script, the official after show of the Tamron Hall show, where we talk about episodes that stood out to us, that had us in our feelings, that wanted us saying, I need more. And the one that stands out recently for me, Little Dreamers, Big Dreams. First of all, this series we launched, I guess, a couple of years ago, and it has become a fan favorite. We scour the country, the world, for little dreamers with big dreams. We've had rappers, we've had dancers, we've had chefs, we've had magicians, we've had it all. And if you, by the way, know of any little dreamer with a big dream, let us know. Hit the tab because we want your kid on TV. But meanwhile, I'm here with the amazing team that put this show together. Hey, congratulations, guys.
Thank you. Yay.
Really good show. So I'd love to start off a little bit, let the audience know the process, Grace, how we got this batch of little dreamers.
Social media.
Really?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, we scour the internet, which sounds kind of creepy, looking for talented.
Well, let me tell you, fun fact for those of you who are watching, that's a part of the job. Like they cast, we say casting, almost like a movie, but these are real people. How we find, I would argue probably 80% of our guests is social media, people who've gone viral or people who've got a little buzz. So you guys scoured social media for kids
Yeah,
that were ready for the big time.
absolutely. We look for kids, especially ones that have gone viral, as you said, like that people just come back and love, like that have like thousands and millions of views. Honestly, not even that many views, but just like people go back and
Got a
love.
buzz about them.
Yeah.
Let's start off with Honor Smoke. Tanya, I thought Honor Smoke was going to try to take me out.
She was great. I mean, I think at first she comes off with this like sweet demeanor, but then when she gets on the mat, you kind of see her step up and own the arena that she's in.
Did y'all tell her to beat me up? Because she looked like she was ready to go.
I think that's just her in general.
Yeah.
I think
Ready.
I think that when she sees an opponent, she is ready to take them down.
I mean, no, if you watch the video, like at one point, she gives me the look. She has this like enforcer look, and she turned to me, and I think I saw the light. You know, when they say you're about to die, you see the light. I thought I saw the light. It's crazy. Okay, so how did y'all find Bryson? Devon, how did y'all find Bryson?
Actually, Bryson came through our booking team. I really enjoyed the segment with you and Bryson because the banter between you two was really funny. I feel like he was giving you a little bit of run for your money a little bit, but
When he said, my dad told me, what did he say about the competition next to you?
He says you have to
be
be better
better
than the person next to you.
Listen,
yeah.
let's play this clip. When he says to me, you have to be better than the competition next year. I don't think he really realized what he was saying, and then it occurred to him. Take a look.
All right, so let's take our bowl up here. We're going to scoop our garlic.
Our nicely minced garlic to perfection.
All right, there we go.
Right.
Get all of these parsley and oregano. Don't want that big. That's too big. I'm sorry.
No. So you're a perfectionist in the kitchen, I see.
For sure. My dad always drives me to be better than the person beside me. No. Not like that, but he always tries to make me better than.
Bryson, I don't know who's beside you because you can't be talking.
I don't know who's beside me.
Emmys over here?
Oh, yeah.
I want those. I don't know who's beside you, but it's not me. Thanks,
No,
Dad.
not at all.
All right, so he was ready for me. His dad told him to be a
Yeah.
competitor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did y'all taste the steak? So people often wonder what happens to the food after a show like this. So Bryson made a chimichurri steak. I didn't see that steak after the show. I was like, I actually was hungry and I wanted some more of his steak. It was gone.
I was racing after that steak. I could not get that steak.
It was gone, but Grace, you didn't get neither. See, that's crazy. The team that worked on the show didn't get to taste the steak because we didn't get to wheeled off. The people behind the scenes just devoured, packing up dinner for home. I love it. Naomi Deerry. All right. So I'm too emotional to talk about that one. You guys, how did you feel meeting Naomi?
I'll start because I was here season 1, so I remember the moment that she walked out the first time.
Yeah.
So getting to talk to her, like when we talked beforehand doing our pre-interview on Zoom, and how old she's done, how beautifully she speaks, and just how lovely she is. It was just like a really like poignant moment
Yeah.
for me specifically, I know.
No, you guys produced it so well because, people watching at home, season one, we brought her out. Fantasia brought her out, and there was so much chaos. That's why I like doing this off script show so you can see what happens behind the scenes. So you can imagine it's my first episode. It's season one. Grace, you're there. We didn't even have anyone booked. We had no bookings for the first show. It all fell apart at the last minute, and the decision was made for me at the top of the show just to tell my story because we had no guests. But we did have her. And then the timing got thrown off because we were live
Mm-hmm.
and we were on our first live show. So we had seconds. And I remember her leaving. So we didn't get a chance to be. So she pops up at the book signing in New Orleans. And then you guys booked her like a day after.
Yeah, I quickly did a search for her mom and her dad, found their phone number, called them right away, and said, "We want you to come back.
What did
We
they
want you."
say? Were they surprised?
They said, "How'd you find my number?"
Really? That's
No,
amazing.
they said, "We've been expecting you." And really, like the second I found out that you wanted her back on the show, we got her parents on the phone, like literally within like 20 minutes.
It was great. Also, Vaughn and Tanya, you weren't here, but her dad couldn't make it the last time because he was getting dialysis. So to have her dad here, that was a very sweet moment as well.
Yeah, I thought it was a really special moment. And then just also like when I was doing her video diary, I kept forgetting that I was talking to a 12-year-old. Like and
Right?
she's just a great
Yeah.
representation of what I feel like our future is.
I
So I
love
really
that.
yeah.
And Tanya, I saw you nodding over there.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember sitting through the pre with Grace and just, how eloquent she spoke about her story.
Yeah.
I think even her book itself as well. She's just like a wonderful young lady and really inspirational to a lot, to folks that meet her.
I
So,
love that. And she's
yeah.
going off to Berkeley, so we got to get a follow up with her. I also love, I don't
Mhm.
know if you guys caught it at home, but we'll show you side by side. 2019, she wore a yellow dress. 2025, she wore a yellow dress because she is a true ray of sunshine. And then we had Amari and Aaria in the show. They could not have been more nervous, but they brought it.
Yes, absolutely. I'm gonna let Devon take that one.
Oh, yes, Devon.
No, they were really, really lovely to work with, like super mannerable. And I just thought that like at the end of their performance, because Azaria was really, really nervous, but once they finished, her older brother, he was like, "Good job," and you called it out right after, and that was so sweet.
That melted my heart because they have gone viral and they've got a huge following online. But this show really is something because it's one thing to go viral online, something you taped at home, or it's another to be in the room with 110 people. And so for them, they had performances, but when they came into the Tamron Hall Show studio, I saw it in their face. They were both like, holy moly, as a kid should be, right? They're kids. And after their performance, it took me out and melted my heart. This moment when he turned to her and he said, "You did a great job." And that was bigger than the show for me, right? Because these are little dreamers, big dreams. But I think, Devon, as you talked about, these are kids who all of them are so polite and happy and joyful but they happen to be really talented kids. It's never too early to start dreaming big, and they're an example of it. But at the same time, they're all just kids.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It was interesting to see like how they were on screen, where they have this like immense talent, as you said, but then just to see how humble they were outside of it, and that just shows like what wonderful parents they have and what wonderful children they are.
Well, I
And
agree.
then also I just think like the courage behind it all, because obviously when we're younger we all have dreams, right?
Yeah.
But like if we don't get a chance to showcase them or we don't feel support
Yeah.
or encouraged, oftentimes we pivot, and so we end up not following those dreams. But
Yeah.
this show gives them the opportunity, and they're doing it on the Tamron Hall stage. So
Ooh, listen, I could have
millions of
done it.
people.
If I could have done it, I would. I was not that confident at their age. Well, it is still one of my favorite series. We will keep Little Dreamers, Big Dreams going. So I'm telling you right now, if there's a little dreamer in your family with a big dream, send them our way because we are always looking. They don't have to go viral on TikTok. All they have to be ready is for the big time, and we consider this the big time. So thank you for Off Script. Congratulations on this team. You did a great job. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.